Good evening, Rockets fans. Today we're going to be talking about last night's game, Rockets versus the Grizzlies. We have a lot to talk about. But overall, it was a great win. I want to say last year, I don't think we would have won that game. Jaren Jackson gives us a problem consistently. Ja Morant is a problem. That team is scary, man, and to win that game as an away game, that's not an easy task. So shout out to the Rockets for winning that game, and we taking steps in the right direction, man, in order to get to where we want to go. So great job, Rockets. Let's get right into it, though. We had a phenomenal start to the game. We came out with a level of focus. We came out with a level of intensity that we knew the importance of this game. We were up 17 points early. And I would say that the goal, if we were going to play them again, because I know we play them up in the next couple of weeks, a couple of times in a row. Well, a couple of times over the next couple of weeks. We need to make sure that either Jaren Jackson, Triple J, he is going off, or is Ja Morant. But it can't be both. And I do want to commend the Rockets, especially the primary defenders on our team, because we definitely gave up the height advantage this game, and we still won. So we were missing Jabari because Jaren Jackson, last year when Ja Morant was hurt, he put up a 40 ball on us, and I'm not sure whether or not they're still trying to find their chemistry. I don't really watch the Grizzlies that much, but Jaren Jackson definitely could have had an opportunity to go off. And I'm not trying to seed any future strategies against the Rockets, but I was definitely fearful because I've seen this guy give us fits, give us problems previously, and he must have downplayed his game in a significant way. So shout out to the Rockets, man. You gave him a problem enough to where he had to double think and was frustrated in his game, as we'll see later on. But the focus definitely was there in the first quarter. In the second quarter, I would say the coaching staff in the upcoming practices, we need to focus on running a fast break. There was some opportunities that we missed in this play here. Amen Thompson, who is a phenomenal on the fast break, goes up 4 defenders around the ball, and he's the only one on this side of the court. I'm sure you can get a better shot than that, man. You got to know when to be able to run the fast break, and you, in your own right, are your own fast break, right? But even the best players, LeBron James, he's going to pull it out and run the play in that situation, unless he's getting a dunk at the rim. And to stay into the second quarter, we gave these guys life, right? As I said previously, we were up 17, and this is what I talk about playing with the lead, right? We do a great job of getting out, having a big lead on a good team at that, right? We were the second team in the West. They're the third team in the West. So again, this was a great win, but some of our old mistakes that have been thorns in our side reared their ugly head once again. And the old saying goes, if you don't learn from your mistakes throughout history, you're doomed to repeat them. So free throws, that's one of them. We'll get into that later. Playing with the lead, that's one of our mistakes that we need to learn how to overcome. And the fast break, I thought we managed that last year, and we overcame that obstacle. But again, you can't get comfortable when you're up big, because these everybody's a pro. Everybody's a pro, and these are great teams that we're playing. And they will find a way to chip at our lead until they're back in the game. And that reared its ugly head in the second quarter, and they found a way once they were smelling blood in order to get back into the game. Got to do a better job. Third quarter, I want to talk about the player of the game, right? Third quarter, Jayshawn Tate with another great game. We lost the momentum, right? Again, we were up 17 points. They found a way to get themselves back into the game. They had the momentum completely on their side at this point. Jayshawn Tate, with his mucking the game up ability, his shot-making ability, found a way to get the momentum back on our side. This was a critical point in the game. We were up 80-79, third quarter. He makes a tough shot in the corner and then goes back down on the opposite end. And as I said previously, Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., we have to concede a significant height advantage when we're guarding him. Jayshawn Tate played up to the task, got this man to have an offensive turnover on the opposite end. So you made a three-pointer on one side and then turned around and got this man to turn the ball over on the offensive end, and then was so frustrated that he ended up getting a technical. That's just the cherry on top. So player of the game goes to Jayshawn Tate, man. You stringing together a couple of great games, man, and these are the type of players that we need on the team, man. I was so critical last year when it came to Jayshawn Tate, and this man took the criticism, found it to be constructive, found a way to adjust his game. Shout out to Jayshawn Tate, man. Salute to you, brother. Fourth quarter. The free throws. We were 24 for 41, 58.5% from the line. Unacceptable. We're not making free throws, man, and it's gonna find a way to bite us when we play in the playoffs. You can't have the ball in your hands during critical moments late in the game if you can't make free throws. So we got to work on it. Alfred Sengun, I know I was critical on you last year, man, and I'm going to keep talking about it till we work on it. I know you've gotten better. But clutch time free throws, man, is a problem for you, man. And you got to work on it. Just to give a stat, you were 7 for 15, Alfred Sengun, 46.7% from the line. Last year, I was saying that you need to have a goal of being 90% free throws from the line. I'm not going to get too much into it, man, because you did have a great game. You would have been the player of the game if you would have made 3 to 5 more free throws. I would have had nothing to say. But work on it. Another great thing that we could work on. Another thing that we can work on. I want to talk about this late jump ball situation. The coaching staff needs to talk about our positioning, right? As you can look at this play, we were by our own basket, right? So they could have scored. The positioning was bad, right? Alfred Sengun talks to Amen Thompson saying, I'm going to get the ball to you. Again, we're giving up a significant height advantage, and we're then throwing the ball to Jaren Jackson Jr. He ends up getting it and then making us pay by getting the ball to a shooter. He ends up making it. I think that we do need to defend our own basket and not pass the ball to our own basket, but we also need to pass the ball in the right direction and work on our jump ball scenario. Finally, shout out to Fred VanVleet for the late game heroics. Peace, y'all.
I'm trying to famous, ooh, I'm trying to famous.